The Fortune 500 company that I chose for the Strategic Management Audio PowerPoint is International Paper. I will be discussing the different strategic management strategies that they use for developing and running their business to make it successful. International Paper was formed in 1898 when 17 different pulp and paper mills merged to create the one company. They were trying to stabilize the industry. The primary product that they produced at that time was newsprint. They now produce paper, packaging supplies, cups, lids, displays, and recycling products. They made $644 million in profits last year. The elements of strategy that they use: they participate in a wide amount of arenas for all their products so that they can reach their customers globally. They use several means of vehicles. The most commonly one that they use is acquisitions. They differentiate their products for their individual customers to give them a competitive advantage. The vision statement for International Paper is to be the best and most respected company in the world as measured by their employees, their customers, and their communities, and their share owners. International Paper's mission statement is to be dedicated to making people's lives better. Their employees use renewable resources to make products people depend on every day. Their customers succeed because their innovative products and services make their businesses better. Their communities welcome them and as neighbors, employers, and environmental stewards. Their share owners benefit from their superior financial performances. By keeping their promises, they deliver results. The key to their success comes from aligned, dedicated, highly motivated people delivering superior value to customers through operational excellence. They lead strategically by training and recognizing leaders. They do this through the following program of the 3 C's, which includes the character, capability, and catalyst. They believe that great leaders engage their employees. They believe so much in the diversity of their employees that they formed a Chairman's Diversity Council. The resources, capabilities, and activities that they use: they have a diverse group of suppliers to help keep their competitive advantage. This group of suppliers helps to provide for their diverse customer base throughout the world. Their brand name is clearly visible on all products to make the name well known. I've even noticed at work that at the bottom of the boxes that they make, they have their trademark and International Paper written on the bottom of the box. They believe in their social capital. They believe their people are the way to make their company better. They are an international company. Their top competitors are in foreign markets and not here in the United States. They have bought many of their suppliers, which has given them great buying power. Their industry is constantly changing, and International Paper has to constantly change to keep up with the industry. They create business strategy through a broad scope of arenas. Thanks to acquiring Hammermill Paper Company, they have a lead in the differentiation. The economies of scale they use: they produce a wide range of products that are similar so they can spread out the fixed costs over a greater volume of products. They specify their products to the customer's needs after using the basic same process. They were established in 1898. They've done lots of research and development, and this has put them further along on the learning curve than most businesses. They've had many ups and downs throughout their long history. They are constantly improving their production processes. They have even genetically engineered new trees. They've established a couple of research labs, which allows them to continue the research for engineering and their processes. They are a company that is in the mature phase of the industry life cycle. They combat commoditization by producing special products for each customer. They are always re-engineering their processes and plants to keep up with the changes. They have opened research labs to continue to stay on top of the emerging technology. And International Paper stays on top of the newest technology to create new products from trees to keep a diverse line of products. They create a new value curve by continually creating new lines of products, by greatly expanding their product lines from just newsprint in the beginning to over 40 other products. They have a diverse group of suppliers. They acquired a lumber company to help supply their paper business. They have many flexibility options due to the plants and mills all over the world. If one plant shuts down, they can easily move their production processes to other mills. Their corporate strategy includes the combination of recycling, producing, and delivering, which causes a synergy for IP. They have a widespread geographical location. They have many companies and mills and plants all over the United States, Canada, and in Europe. They have diversity within the businesses that they participate. They have vertical integration through purchasing the lumber company and participating in the recycling industry. They have horizontal integration into the delivery market. They came into the delivery market to help expand and help to push their product, but they also make money on that industry also. They failed at their attempts to become a conglomerate in the beginning. They tried to purchase real estate and medical supply companies, and they were not able to integrate those into the core of their business, so they had to sell them off. They have carefully thought out the businesses that they have pursued and how they fit into their portfolio. Their international strategy has always included exporting. They've been exporting since the very early years in their history. They then moved into Canada in the late 1920s, then moved across seas by acquiring companies in Germany and France. They even acquired a Polish paper mill. The merger with Federal Paper also gave them a mill in Scotland. They've even bought shares in a Chilean company called Copac. Learning in the international market, as I said before, they created Chairman's Diversity Council to promote learning and embracing global differences. Embracing the global differences helps them to be successful in the global market. They follow guidelines for keeping the forest growing, even in countries that do not require it. The United States has strict guidelines on how they have to go about replenishing the forest, and other countries don't have that, but they continue to do that in those countries because they feel that's what's right. They promote learning in all the communities in which they operate. Alliances and cooperative strategies. In 1954, they made a cooperative venture with the Haloid Xerox Company to create the first xerographic copier paper. In 1959, they made a joint venture to add its first overseas manufacturing operations. IP prefers acquisitions to alliances. Mergers and acquisitions. In 1898, International Paper was formed as a merger itself when 17 pulp and paper mills came together to make International Paper. They then acquired Long Bell Lumber Corporation, and then after that they acquired specialty businesses such as real estate developer and a manufacturer of medical equipment. As I said earlier, they couldn't integrate those into their business, so they had to sell them off. Two of the major acquisitions that they made, one was Hammer Mill. Hammer Mill brought great marketing experience to the table. They also brought a reputation for quality that was absolutely invaluable to International Paper. It helped them to form their differentiation for each product. Their extensive distribution network that was in place in Hammer Mill was used to form the infrastructure for Expedex distribution. Another major acquisition they made was Federal Paper. Federal Paper brought several mills, including form mills, packaging, and wood product operations. Organizational structure of International Paper is multi-divisional. International Paper's website has several businesses listed separately. Each business has a vice president and management, but all are one company. The CEO, John Ferrasi, was once the CEO of one of the subsidiaries overseas. This shows that they ran that as a separate company, but then they took him and put him into the place of running the whole company. They showed incremental innovations by individualizing their products for their customers' needs. They promote learning for all the communities in which they serve. They have a keen eye for the ever-changing industries in which they compete. They have a strong internal culture, and they hire and promote to fit this culture. Discontinuous innovation was done in the development of Xerox paper. IP uses patching and will probably continue to use patching. They have constantly had to rechange and structure their business to keep up with the constantly changing industry. Considering new ventures and corporate renewal, in the beginning, they needed turnaround management was when the newsprint industry declined due to the elimination of Canadian tariffs. Archibald Grustine saved the company at this time by expanding into Canada, creating Canadian International Paper. They have further diversified the company by moving south and expanding into the industry of craft paper. They also converted old newsprint mills into book and bond grades. They even moved into the hydroelectric power business until the government stepped in and prohibited it. Organizational renewal was needed after the Great Depression. They produced many sturdy containers for war supplies to be shipped to the American troops during World War II. International Paper converted its newsprint and craft paper mills into white paper mills. They also launched Veritech, a non-woven fabric business. Their new venture creations have mostly been done by purchasing and acquiring other companies. Most of the in-house has really been non-existent. They've gone outside and acquired the businesses. My recommendation for International Paper is that they continue to work on the sustainability of the natural resource that they rely on to supply their business. I think they will also be a very successful company as long as they continue to adapt to their ever-changing industry. Acquisitions have been a successful vehicle for the company, and I believe if they continue to use the acquisitions to make common a tight-knit production process, they should be doing wonderful in the market. Thank you.